Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm so excited for this video. I'm doing my very first holiday review and first look on the Too Faced Christmas in New York chocolate shop set. I purchased this little set at Sephora. They had a event on Saturday where all VIB Rouges could go shop early access the holiday makeup stuff. There was just a few things that they were featuring, and this was pretty much the only like palette kind of set that I got. It was my main holiday purchase, and originally I wasn't gonna pick this up, surprisingly, because last year they had a set almost like this called the Grand Palais. I think it was like Paris themed, and I didn't like that one. The shadows weren't that great. There was a lot of glitter. There was a lot of just like glittery shades that didn't really go together, and I couldn't really create a lot of looks with it. So I wasn't originally gonna get it, but then I saw this one and the colors in it looked a lot like colors I would really like, and just a lot of neutral shades that I could wear for every day. And it was like almost sold out. Like there was like 2 left, and I was like, yes, I need to snag this palette. So I got that. The retail price of it is $58, and right now it is online for VIB Rouge, I believe, but it will be coming for all VIBs and regular Sephora purchasers as well. If you guys are wanting to pick this up, it should be out very soon. And actually tomorrow on the 13th, Too Faced is launching the rest of their holiday collection, which I'm so excited for. They have another set that I want to get that has 3 palettes in it that are all scented, like peppermint mocha, eggnog, and gingerbread. I'm so excited for that one, but this one's exclusive to Sephora. So let's go ahead and unbox it. You take this top off, and then it's so cool. It comes out like this, and you have this little like scenery. It has the chocolate shop on 5th Avenue, and this little couple, she has a little Sephora bag. It's so cute, but you have some mini products in here. So if you're wondering about the higher price tag, it's because you get a couple other items in it. You get a shadow insurance, Better Than Sex mascara, and you get a mini melted chocolate liquid lip in chocolate milkshake, which these are amazing. I have this one on today, and these ones actually are the ones that smell like chocolate. So yeah, it's perfect for the chocolate shop palette. And then the actual palette comes out of the bottom here, so don't worry guys, you don't have to store this humongous thing in your makeup drawer. The palette just comes right out, and then you can use this for whatever your heart desires. Myself, I'm probably going to put this behind me on my cube shelf and just display it like this for Christmas. I think it's really cute. So let's go into the palette here. You open it up, it has really pretty packaging, and then it says the chocolate shop cocoa powder infused. So all the eyeshadows and cheek products are infused with cocoa powder. So it's supposed to smell like chocolate. The chocolate scent is very faint. It's not as strong as the actual chocolate bar palettes. It's a very faint chocolate smell, so you don't get a ton of that smell, just a little bit. But I just love all the chocolate scented products that Too Faced does. So as you can see, this has a lot of shadows. You get a lot for your money, and you get 3 cheek products. You get 3 bigger eyeshadows, and these are all light, like almost white cream, and there's like this banana-ish shade on the bottom. So either you could use those as setting powders for underneath your eyes. I like to do that sometimes. Also, you can use them to set your eyelids after your primer, which I do. Of course, since they are very light, those 3 shades are probably only going to work for more fair, maybe medium skin tones. So unfortunately, the big shades aren't going to suit everybody. And another thing I love about this palette is that it is a mixture of shimmers and a mixture of mattes, and there's not a ton of brights in here, which makes me happy because I never use bright shadows, but like these 2 colors here I could definitely work with. Those are really the only out there kind of colors that I'm kind of scared about, but I'm glad they didn't go too crazy and include a ton of not wearable shades. But those you can definitely make a fun look with. But there's also some beautiful foiled eyeshadows in here, like Lava Cake is a beautiful peachy gold, Honey Dip is beautiful. I also love this Sugar Bells. This is really pigmented. I have that on my lid today, and I love applying these fold shadows with my finger because they just create so much pigment, and that is the best way to apply them. Usually if you use a brush, they're not going to come off very strong, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like what is this? This is a horrible eyeshadow. But honestly, use your finger, swipe them on the lid, and they will be so beautiful. And then you also get your highlight shade. This is Inner Light. This is a beautiful highlight. I have it on today and it is stunning. It's kind of a peachy gold as well. It's beautiful. Definitely better than the Nikkie Tutorials highlighter, I must say. And you get a chocolate soleil, and I kind of like ruined mine already. My brush was like a little bit wet, so I got hard pan on it. So mine is not swatching right now, but before I did this review, I did apply it to my cheekbones, and it is a smaller pan size, so you kind of have to use a more detailed brush and do like a more contouring effect instead of more of like a easy bronze. It's kind of hard to work with, and it can be a little bit patchy unless you use a really small brush. And then the beautiful blush Chocolate Covered Strawberry, I love that name. This is beautiful and very pigmented. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous pink. I have that on today as well, and it blends out great. So those products worked really well for me. And yeah, I like a lot of the shadows. I've been using this palette for a few days. I'm gonna go ahead now and show you guys these swatches, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the palette. As you can see from the swatches, there are some beautiful shadows in this palette. All the swatches I did without a primer, and I just did one sweep of the shadow. I didn't go back and add more pigment to them. That's how they truly come off. And of course, there are some that are a little bit harder to swatch. The darker shades like Huckleberry, Lava Cake, and Tootsie are a little bit harder to swatch just because they are so pressed in there that they come off a little bit chalky and not as buttery as the other shades, but that's pretty common with a lot of darker shadows. I would love them to be a little bit more blendable, but I'm happy that it's only just 3 shades that are a little bit harder to work with. Another con to this palette is it does have a lot of, like, it looks like there's a lot of transition shades in here, but I tried using Cookie Dough and Chocoholic, and they're so light. Like, they're just, I don't know, they swatch nicely on my fingers, but they are just like, you have to really build them up to get any payoff out of them. Like, I can use them being super fair and they work as my transition, but hardly anyone is going to be able to use those shades unless they're using it all over the lid, which that could be a really pretty look too. But yeah, I was really excited for this Cookie Dough because it looks like it has some gold shimmer in it, but it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. But there is still some great transitions. I love using a Chocolate Soleil as a crease shade, and I love using the Toffee Crunch as well. Like I said, this palette doesn't have a ton of darker shades. It is more like light shades, so it might not work for everyone, but there is some darker shades if you're wondering, like Lava Cake, Toffee Crunch, Tootsie, Huckleberry. Those are some darker shades that might work well for medium to deep skin tones, and then there's some lighter shades for us fair girls too. So I think it is kind of more fair medium skin friendly rather than deeper skin, but I mean, obviously I'm fair, so that works for me, but it's not going to work for everybody. So yeah, I'm happy with the shades. I'm happy with the quality of them. I think a lot of the shades are super buttery and soft and beautiful, and it's definitely one of the better holiday palettes I've seen from Too Faced, and so far one of my favorites from years past holiday collection. If you are wondering if it has similar shades to some other Too Faced palettes, I did notice that it does kind of remind me of the Nikkie Tutorials palette. There is some similarities, definitely not identical, but as you can see, like, there's some similarities in there, like the Wham Bam, Frosted Yum, and these like glittery shades kind of are in this palette, but I feel like these are better quality. Also, I was thinking the Stardust palette might be a little bit similar, some of those shades in there. Not exactly, but like the Strip and Sugared Raisin are kind of similar. And Showgirl and Honey Dip are a little bit similar, but yeah, both of those are kind of have some similarities to them. Overall, I do think I would go for this palette more just because it has everything in one place, and it's a big palette. There's a lot you can do with it. There's a lot of shades. So I'm really happy with this collection. Let me know if you guys will be picking it up. I would definitely recommend it. If you're looking for a new holiday palette to splurge a little bit on, this one I'm definitely recommend, but I'm also going to be picking up the other Too Faced palette that's coming out tomorrow, and I'll also do a review on that one and see which one I like better. So that is it for my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.